basically two chords in the intro and between the verses, and they're E minor and B7. And you go back to your E minor in the second half of the second measure. So the key to this song is the strumming. It's in 16ths. So there's 4 beats, and every beat gets divided into 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. But as you count 1, you add 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So that gives you your 16 count. This, when you're playing your D minor, you're going to mute. Okay, so we're doing down, mute, up, mute, and then up, down, up, mute, and then up, down, mute, and then down, up. Okay, so it's kludgy the way I'm describing it, but if you watch me do this slowly. Okay, so practice it that way. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Then we switch to B7 for half a measure. So we're going to do the down, up, down, up. Then we switch to the E minor for our up, down, and down, up. Okay? So let's do the whole thing together slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. B7, back to E minor. So take your time with that rhythm and build it up, and even use a metronome if you want, but as long as you're keeping that foot going, you'll get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll see how that will flow. It's Spanish in flavor, and it's a great rhythm. Okay, here's the chorus at speed, and then we'll slow it down. We're doing in the chorus here are E minor for a half measure to D half measure, and we're going to do D again for another half measure to C major 7th. Now the C major 7th, it's like taking your C, lift your first finger off. That's a C major 7th. And then we're going to do another E minor to D. This time we're going to do a B 7th to E minor. Okay, then we kind of roll it around. We're going to do the same thing again, E minor to D, D to C major 7th. Now this very last part of it, we're going to go E minor to D, and then stop on our B 7th and not go to E. So that, and then there's a little lick there. But the rhythm again is... So it's almost like a down, then you pause, and then an up, down. Just kind of simplifying it. You can do a similar... You know, it's just, you got to keep that rhythm going. Okay, right after the chorus, she kind of goes into a little lick. After the first chorus, it goes like this. So to start this out with, we're going to play the open, this is all on the 6th string. We're going to play open to 12, then a mute, then 12, then a mute, and then 10. And then there's a chukka. So it goes. Very hard to do slow. It's almost easier to do fast. Then the next one is very similar, except we're going to go from 10 to 12 to kind of end it. So we have open, 12, mute, 12, and then 10, 12. It's all rhythm. It's a lot of feel. The second chorus, changes it up just a little bit. She does this whole first one just like that. So the second chorus is really, after that, the lick is very similar. You go through the first lick just like you normally would. Then she does it again, but on the first time through, rather than stopping on this 10, she goes to the 10 on the 5th string and gives it a little pull down. So it should sound like this the second time through. So you can see how that changes up. So all together, second chorus, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she does that also on the third chorus. So those are the licks of the song. Last part of it, there's an outro. The chord's just a little bit different. She goes E minor to D, D to C major 7th. We know that. The second time through, she changes it just a little bit. She goes E minor, D. Now we go to C major instead of our B 7th to E minor. All right, and we're going to repeat that phrase, E minor, D, C major 7, E minor. Now we're going to end it with an E minor, D, and B. That B 7th, I should have said. Real cool song, great rhythm practice, and fun to play. I hope you guys enjoy.